Hello students. So today we are going to start with the topic of diversity. What is diversity and why is it important in living organisms? When was it first used? When was the first time when this term was used? Biodiversity or diversity or evolution? Who coined the term evolution? Which we will all discuss this in this chapter. So what is biodiversity? Biodiversity is basically any animal or plant or any microorganism has a different characteristics, has a different set of structure, characteristics among themselves, which makes them very different. Like diversity is uniqueness. Basically, you can say uniqueness that an individual or that an organism or a living organism has is known as biodiversity. And biodiversity refers to the diverse or the varied forms of living beings which differs from one another in external appearance, size, color, pattern, internal structure, nutrition, behavior, habitat, etc. So each organism in the world, whether it is a plant or an animal or a microorganism, is unique in itself. This uniqueness of individuals forms the basis of diversity. Like India, we say India is a diverse country, right? So has a diverse population, has diverse culture. Why? Because we have people from different backgrounds, different caste, different culture, different religion, and we all live together peacefully. So similarly, these all living organisms also have diverse characteristics. Biodiversity refers to the various forms of living organisms on the planet based on their appearances, on their size, their color, their pattern, their habitat, their structure, their nutrition, behavior, everything. Now, what is taxonomy? Taxonomy is a biological science which deals with the identification of organisms. It is the process which deals with the identification of organisms. One of the functions of taxonomist or systematist is to provide a scientific name for every living creature. So taxonomy is where we study about different identification about different organisms, how we identify them, and a taxonomist is the one who gives name to every individual or every living creature. The need for an individual international system of naming is obvious because so that there is no confusion. Common vernacular names for the same plant or animal vary from region, and it may have many disadvantages. Okay. So next is disadvantages of common names. So names of the same organism vary from region to region. Like some plant is known in a local area as different, whereas internationally it is known as different. So there need to be a common name, internationally acclaimed name that is for every living creature. These names are not understood elsewhere. So a local name is not understood by any people outside the locality. Moreover, the same common name may be used for different kinds of animals. For example, the name Quechua is used for both Quechua is used for both earthworm and ascaris. So Quechua, we call it in Hindi, Quechua. So Quechua is for earthworm also. It is a local name that we use, and it is also used for ascaris. The name may change and don't apply universally. So what do you mean by nomenclature? In biology, every organism is given two proper names. First is the name of the genus to which organism belongs, and the second name is the name of the species to which it belongs. First name is shared with other members of the genus, but the second name of the organism is specific and is not shared with any other genus. This scientific name is guided by a set of the rules in the International Code of Bionomenclature. So as I told you, locally it's very difficult for people to understand internationally of the name. So we need a universal acclaimed name, and that is where nomenclature, International Code of Bionomenclature is required. In this, every organism is given two names. Two proper names. First name is the name of the genus to which the organism belongs, and the second is the name of the species to which it belongs. And the first name is shared with other members of its genus, but the second name of the organism is specific and is not shared with any other genus. Okay. What are the advantages of scientific name. They are unique, as I told you, apart from what we discussed, the local name. It is unique. They are understood and followed all over the world. They are not changed easily, and the scientific names provided are often descriptive and also indicate some important characteristics of the organism. Like we told you, two set of names are given. First is the name of the genus to which it belongs, the organism belongs, and the second is the to which the species belong. To the characteristics of the species. So it gives a characteristic of the organism, the name. Now, why scientific names are Latinicized? If you see in a book, if there is any scientific name, it is always written in Latin. Scientific names are usually Latin names. Latin language has hold over from the times when scholars communicated in this tongue. It is precise, uniform, and understandable to investigators through the world. A formal system of Latin nomenclature is used. Now, how to write scientific name? Few rules are proposed for naming that are following. Name should be given in Latin language. Name of the genus should be with capital letter. Name of the species should begin with small letter. And the scientific name should be written in italics when printed and should be underlined separately when handwritten, such as the name of humanus, that is Homo sapiens. For lion is Panthera leo. So these are the basic principles how you write a scientific name. First is when you write, it should be in Latin language. The genus should begin in capital letter. The species, name of the species should begin in small letter, and the scientific name should be written in italics when printed and should be underlined when handwritten. Okay. So in the next class we'll start with the binomial nomenclature, how it was described and who was the father of taxonomy, how was the classification done and everything. Thank you.